24 hours a day, 7 days a week, a war is being fought on the web. Dennis Treese leads one of the teams of frontline defenders positioned around the globe, ready to spot and neutralize the latest attack.
This is the Global Threat Operations Center. This is where we monitor the hacker threat 24 hours a day on 4 continents.
It's like the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. Minute by minute, hour by hour, every attack is analyzed. Any one of them could be the precursor to a bigger onslaught, fired by a hacker anywhere in the world.
We had just about 400 pre-attack probes. In that hour, 1,500 denial of service attacks in that hour.
In the last year, the team have intercepted 83 million hacker attacks aimed at the corporate networks they protect all over the world.
He is flying through an asteroid belt all the time. He's constantly being inundated with, decisions to go around these things, up, over, etc. What is it? Is it going to hit the ship? And if it does, is it big enough to do us any damage? It's a computerized game. The bad guys against the good guys, if you will.
The emergence of internet good guys like Dennis is the result of a series of attacks by the bad guys, often inflicted against high-profile targets over the past 20 years. One of the first was launched by the legendary Captain Zap. The man behind the comic book image was barely out of his teens when he put himself into the Hacker Hall of Fame.
You just mentioned Captain Zap, and they go, old history, oh my God, bow.
The target of Captain Zap's hacking was the computerized charging system at AT&T.
The telephone rates are too high, just in general. So why not reduce the rates for some people, or all people?
To gather intelligence for his mission, Captain Zap went looking for a way into the phone system.
We would go dumpster diving at the phone company offices late at night, because they don't throw out food, they don't throw out garbage, they throw out manuals. A huge box of weather-protected data that I can come after and get from you. It kind of gives you a good snapshot view of their daily existence, morning, noon, and night.
Armed with the hacker's ammunition, Captain Zap got to work.
Sit down in front of the terminal, turn it on, and start hacking. And spend hours and hours trying to get in. And then once you got in, you were, do you want to play a game? Well, you would dial into their maintenance ports. And because there was no protection back then, the maintenance ports would automatically answer. The system would come up and identify itself as, hi, this is the Ardmore switch, number 5 ESS, log on, password, guest, you're in.
Captain Zap fashioned himself as a modern-day Robin Hood, an electronic outlaw.
We decided that we were going to change the clocks and the switches around the country so that everybody got free long distance or discounted long distance.
Captain Zap succeeded in changing the clocks in the national telephone charging system, giving everyone discounted calls in peak time. In hacker terminology, he owned it.
I knew more about the phone company switches than they did.
In Captain Zap's hands, inside AT&T's computers, day became night, and night became day.
We changed their clocks so that it was an exact 12-hour difference.
Millions of Americans started saving money, but none of them knew it. Neither did the phone company.
Ian was one of the pioneers. Ian was one of the first people to recognize the bad things that you could do with computers. He didn't have a lot of people going before him that he had to emulate. Now, he's sort of an original. Now, he's one of the first generation of hackers, the people that figured out how to do it when figuring out how to do it was really difficult.
Captain Zapp had discovered he could hack almost anything from almost anywhere. A career of mischief-making had begun.
According to Wired magazine, the top hack ever done by any hacker was the AT&T time clock hacking. They consider that the finest hack ever.
What Captain Zapp had done was only discovered when the next set of phone bills started going out. But by then, he'd disappeared back into cyberspace. He wasn't caught for 18 months.
I was naturally curious. I could have sold drugs, or I could have stolen cars, or been a rock musician, but no, I decided to become a techno freak. And it was a whole lot easier, and there were no laws against it.